Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video we're going to show you how to change out the KitchenAid Refrigerator Dispenser Lever Retainer. It's going to be a very easy repair and it should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new Dispenser Lever Retainer. The Dispenser Lever Retainer actually does two things with the ice and water arms. The bottom half holds in the pivot points, and if that breaks, the arms will be loose and shaking around. The top half actually springs them back into the original position, and if those are broken, then they won't spring back. In order to change out the retainer, we have to take apart the dispenser. First thing we're going to do is remove the little drip tray. All you have to do is slide it out of its little slot and set it aside. With the drip tray out of the way, we can remove the two screws that holds in the dispenser trim. With the screws out of the way, we can take the dispenser trim off. We're just going to slide it over to the side. There's a bunch of wires attached to the switch behind it. We don't want to take them off. So very carefully, so you don't scratch your paint, just swing it out of the way like this, and then we're going to tape it to the side of the refrigerator. With the dispenser trim out of the way, we can remove this bracket that everything mounts on. Held in by two screws. We're going to use our 1/4-inch nut driver to take them out. With the screws out of the way, we can lift the bracket up. You don't have to pull it all the way out. You just have to lift it enough so we have access to the dispenser lever retainer. Now we can lift the bracket up and tape it to the freezer door. To get the dispenser lever retainer out, we're going to use our 1/4-inch nut driver and remove the screw that holds it in. There's a little fiberboard spacer right behind the screw. Make sure you don't lose it as you're taking the screw out. And once you have the screw out, you can reach in and remove the retainer. Here's the old dispenser lever retainer next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. To put the new dispenser retainer in, we're going to put the screw through it first and use our nut driver to guide it in. Once you have it in place, you can tighten it down a little bit and then we can put the spacer on it. Once you have the screw started, we're going to move this over so the retainer is in the right spot and it's on this little tab right here. All right, then we're going to tighten it down just a little bit more. So there's just a small gap between the screw and the retainer. And then we're going to take that fiber washer and stick it up there behind the screw. Once you have it in place, you can grab your nut driver again and tighten down the 1/4-inch screw. Now that we have the dispenser retainer lever in, we can put the dispenser back together. First thing we're going to do is take the tape off the bracket and swing it back down into place. All you have to do is line it up and push it into place, and then we can use our nut driver to put the 1/4-inch screws back in. With the bracket in place, we can carefully remove the tape from the dispenser front panel, and then we're going to carefully swing it around so we can hook it onto these little tabs right here. And we can push it back in place and use a Phillips screwdriver to put the screws in. Now that we have the dispenser face reattached, we can put the drip tray back in. All you have to do is slide it into its slot and snap it in. Now that you have the part installed, you can plug the refrigerator back in and make sure it starts to cool. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.